Okay, let's see if we got things going here. All right, welcome everybody to the stream. My name is Glenn. Today we're going to be playing some Bump Super Brawl for the last time. Once I get everything set up, I am completely all over the place as I am usually. Just this is a little different because I have I have nothing set up. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm hoping I got everything. Oh my gosh. Like, I am just, yeah, I am totally disoriented and all of that. Oh, wait. It says I'm not live. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're live. I thought I heard myself and yeah. So, so yeah, if you're just tuning in, I know we just started the stream like a few seconds ago, but whoops, let me mute myself. Um, so today is the final day of Bump Super Brawl. Ubisoft has decided that they're gonna punt on the game. They're gonna end. They're gonna end operations of Bump Super Brawl, and they're gonna turn off the servers sometime on the 11th, which would be tomorrow. So what I wanted to do today is just play for a little bit and yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen this game, it's fun. I did a few videos of it last year when I found the game, and it was just a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was a good alternative to the games that I was playing because it didn't. Not that it didn't require a lot of thought, because you still had to think as you're playing the game, but you know when you play other super intensive games, there's just this thing of, man, I need a break, and this game was a good break from just playing really intensive games. I know it's weird saying that, Clash Royale and all that, but it really is, that really is the case. It was just it was a fun game to play, and I enjoyed it. Did I play it every day? No. And obviously, okay, I think I'm gonna go for a second turret here. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. And I thought it was I thought it was a lot of fun. Now, the only thing, now, what I will say is, when the announcement came in, I did see a couple of like online stuff, and people were saying, "Oh, Ubisoft blew it again." Did they? I don't know if they did. That's the thing. I don't know if they actually did blow it, or if it was just they just didn't get the traction that a lot of mobile games hope to get, and that's the difference between a game succeeding and a game getting put to bed. Ooh, I think we might have. Did we lose? Please. Okay. Oh no, no, no. That was. Wait. Wait, who left? Why am Marty? Wait. That was weird. What? Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna do this then. You're both gonna be gone. I thought I did. I thought for sure I was scared. I gotta watch the replay now. That was so weird. But I'm guessing a lot of people are just enjoying the last few moments here. Okay. Alright, so we just have to get rid of you. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's anybody in the vicinity. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Now I'm going to risk it by going with Mayhem over to... Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, I'm going to... Okay. If they move... Wow. Okay. Well, I thought we were gone there. Okay. I still don't understand. I thought I had 2 KOs and then all of a sudden I didn't. Like I have to, yeah. For some reason, I'm like, I have to watch that. I have to watch that second KO again because I don't know who left. But yeah, okay. That was weird. But yeah. So, oh, actually, let me put the big comment in here. So, I would almost put a Y. I would have the Y. I would change the Y command to this. So yeah. But I guess the one thing that I probably would start thinking about is, I mean, there are tons of mobile games that get put to bed. I mean, not every day, but there are a lot of games that just get put to bed, and companies have to ask, okay, why and how do we improve for the next time? That would be my thing. Okay, I have to guess. So we're gonna go this way, and I guessed wrong. Okay, because normally I would move Marty to start, but the problem is, I guess there's gonna be an attack on her. Yeah, there's a vortex. Okay, so let me get out of there. So the strategy was super. I mean, that's simple, but I think it was very straightforward. And yeah, I mean, not much more to say. So I think it just really came down to Ubisoft tried to make a game work. It didn't work, and this is what happened. And not much more you can do other than to learn the lessons that come from a game not working. Oh, they got Reaper. Okay. So that's how I would view it. I mean, there's really nothing. Oh my gosh. And then Miss Paley got burned. But I think we're fine, yeah. Okay, we're fine. Let's go this way. Let's at least get the guarantee. Okay. All right, we'll get a turret on board. I'm going to wait. Actually, yeah, let's get a big one. Yeah, let's get a big one. Okay. Wow. Okay. They're just giving me all of the heavy hitters. Now that was an issue with. Oh my gosh! What? Okay, that was crazy. I've never seen Val as a one-touch death. That's crazy. Okay. So I'm curious, like what I was gonna say, Supercell. I'm curious what Ubisoft is going to do. Well, I mean, obviously, when they made the decision, they probably had meetings about, okay, where do we go? What is the lesson taken from the whatever 2 years of producing this game, the two something years? Although I think somebody was mentioning, because I was trying to find information about BUMP Superbrawl when the game first was, I guess, publicly released, and I couldn't find much other than, I guess this game came out way earlier, a long time ago, and it was renamed something. And then got rebranded. I mean, and that's fine. A lot of games get rebranded. We've seen it with Clash Royale. But what I was thinking about was, I guess, okay, all right, for the KO there. I think we dodged the meteor. Yeah, okay. I'm curious, like what the okay. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do it this way. Okay. Okay, now I think we're okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness, there is about to be mass confusion. Okay, let's do this. See if we get anything out of this. Okay, that's a risk because they could have moved Ash, and then yeah, that would have been game over. I mean, the other thing I liked about this game too that was the games could be over in a minute. So you could literally get a ton of games in, and yeah. I kind of also envisioned that this was going to be the game that not necessarily was going to take me streaming to a high level, but it was just it was good enough to where I could I could tell stories about whatever, and still play the game. I mean, thankfully, I found it. Excuse me. Thankfully, there was another game that came out soon after that I was able to do that. Oh my goodness! It put Raging so far up. Okay. All right. Let's move you back and let's do this. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll go after Val. Yeah, let's get the big one going. Although I don't want it on the. See, the thing is, I don't want it on the lava. So I'd rather do this. Yeah, I'd rather do this. So let's see it. Hello, Jim Wingfield. Welcome back. Okay, let's see. I'll take. Yeah, I'll take the guarantee. Let me just get that out of the way here, and then we'll figure that out. But yeah, But yeah, I thought this game was going to be the game where I could stream it every day because it's seriously low. It's a seriously low stress game. I mean, you could put Clash Royale in that realm of low stress games. I'm trying to think of high stress games. I mean, what I mean by high stress games, I mean games where you actually have to pay attention from start to finish. Actually, let's go this way. Here? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'll just keep her in the center, and if they move, they move. Okay. So yeah. That's why I thought this game was going to be something where, oh, okay, if, oh my goodness, okay, all right, we got it. Yeah, I just thought I could stream this every day, and then I didn't because I was so focused on putting out Clash Royale content, and shorts content, and that's why I thought, okay, that's how I'm going to grow the channel, and then all of a sudden Supercell said, hey, we're going to come out with this game. It's going to be within Clash Royale. And I'm like, okay, wow. Wait, I stepped out for a minute. Did you say Clash Royale is a low-stress game? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. At its core, it's a low-stress game. I mean, when you compare it to other games, like let's say Fortnite mobile, PUBG mobile, Free Fire, now I'm not going to put chess on there, but yeah, that's what I mean by, I mean, if you have a deck that's like no skill or whatever, I mean, considered no skill, quote unquote, you could literally just ramble on and on. You already know what to do. That's how I view that. That's what I mean by when I say low stress game. Like you're not fighting for your life. Like if I start telling, let's say later this month I go to the dating event in LA, and if let's see. Okay, let's just go here. Yeah, I don't want to use Reaper until I absolutely have to. So let's do that. If I go to this dating event and then I come back and I say, okay, I want to tell you everything that happened during the game. I mean, during the event. And I'm thinking, okay, what is the game where I could tell you all exactly everything that happened and I wouldn't feel any pressure. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use Reaper here because that'll get rid of the shield and then we can do that. So, yeah, I'll just do that. I wouldn't put Clash Royale in that. I wouldn't put Clash Royale in that run. I mean, in terms of, well, no, in terms of high stress. I could tell you a story while playing Clash Royale, and I have done it in the past. A long time ago, I have done it. Where are we going? Okay, we're gonna go Marty. We'll go Marty, and we'll just have her pick whatever turret's gonna pick one of the two. He gets both of them. Okay. But if I were to play another game, let's say if I were playing Fortnite, no way I could tell you everything that happened during the dating event. There's no way. Although I have watched other. Now there's a guy on YouTube. I forgot his name. I watched a couple of stories, but the stories were they're just so out there that there's just no way. There's no way they are real. Like he was talking about, oh yeah, I met this girl at a football game and we did it under the bleachers while the game was going on. No way. No. And meanwhile, he's absolutely just blowing up on. I mean, he's just blasting fools in Fortnite. Now, like, no. There's no way. There's no way. First of all, there's no way the story is correct. But yeah. But I'm not at that point where I could play Fortnite and tell a story. I'm not that good, but I know others can and have. Clash Royale, I can tell a story. Merc Seconds, obviously, I can tell a story. Chess, maybe I could tell a story. This game, I could tell a story. I'm trying to think of what any other, like Rush Royale, um, PVZ. Yeah, so that's why I call it low stress. If I was, if I was hardcore, yeah, like I said, if I was hardcore Shroud level, trying to, absolutely destroy on every game, then yeah, I mean, I would even, I would hide chat and all that stuff. Okay, where's okay? All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep church. See, this is the thing. When I've run this trio pretty much for 75% of the time that I played the game, and it still has gotten me a good amount of wins. Now, the only reason like I'm not high up there is because I didn't push, and at the same time, okay, well, no, I can't use. Okay, but I can try to get one of them. Okay, we're both of them. Let's try this. Okay, they just stupidly moved. Oh, okay, they moved into the burn zone. Okay, well, never mind. We're done. All right, that was weird. Okay. But yeah, I pretty much run this lineup of the six troops, or yeah, these six troops or champions, whatever they're called, for yes, about 75% of the time that I played this game. And there was a point I would say during this game, and I'll show you. I might have shown this already. Heroes, okay, that they were coming up. They were coming out with heroes every. I mean, pretty much almost every month. Like, that's the crazy thing. Because I think at the start, let's see, how many are there now? There's 5, 10, 15. There's 19, and okay, so there's 20. But at the start of it, when the game came out, I think there were only 13, and then they started coming out with a bunch of them. I didn't get who's this one, Mooney, because I stopped playing frequently, and also Merch Tactics came out. So, but this was the group that I ran, so that, and it's still really good. Also, sorry I've been missing some streams lately. I've been really good back. Hey, no worries, no worries. There's more important things than watching some old man scrub trying to play games. That's like when the doctor was telling me, like, are you? She was asking me, "Are you active?" I said, "I am active, but I want to be more active." That's the that is the I am. I exercise 4 times a week. Now it's 5 because I'm doing all my exercises at the office gym. But it's just, I told her, I was like, if I could double the out, not double the output, but double the amount of time I'm working out or being active, I'd be very happy. But it's fun. I enjoy it often. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, to be being more honest than what I am. At the start of last year, I did not have streaming as my main. But then again, I did say that I thought this game would be a game that I would stream pretty frequently. That should be a KO. Yeah. Okay. Uh, I didn't have streaming every day as a thing. I thought it was going to be like here and there, but if it was going to be this game. And then all of a sudden, it's got hooked on another game. I also thought that then moved. Okay, fine. The main thing was get. Oh, okay. Still got a hit on Ash. Okay. Because I also had many thoughts of, okay, I want to stream chess, but I don't want to be the 700th person who's trying to get to 2,000 rating on chess.com. I don't want to be that. I would rather do something unique, which is why I've been talking about doing a blindfold run or whatever we want to call it. Let's go here. There should be another win. Oh no. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Okay, we're fine. There are way too many chess streamers. Yeah, because one of the things that everybody realized, if you just stream and you just put road to, well, okay, there's two things about that. If you just put road to whatever, you're gonna get picked up by YouTube because the algorithm will just say, oh, okay, all right, let's see if you can get some traction because you're doing road to 2,000 elo on chess.com or Lee Chess or whatever, Shredder Chess. But at the same time, what chess.com has is they have chess TV. So if you sign up, and this is how I found out that one of my friends was streaming, was if you sign up for their streaming program, they'll embed your stream on chess.com. So it's a super fast way to get affiliate or partner on Twitch if you get traction through Chess TV. It's a really cool idea that chess.com put together. I think Lee Chess has something similar, but they don't show the embed of the person they are promoting. They just say, hey, here's everybody who's streaming right now, and go check them out. So that's why there's a lot of, I mean, and at the same time, it's chess. A lot of people play. It's the same as other thing. It's the only thing I would say is just in there. Not to say that they're all the same. If at a low level, it really feels like a lot of them are the same. I don't know why. Oh, okay. So RJ got a second. Move then. Okay. Actually, he's gonna get another move. Okay, no, he's not gonna get another move. Thank goodness. Okay, let me get rid of you. That's why if I were to do a chess stream or a series, it would be blindfold. That would be my thing. I just don't want to do. I don't want to be the 9,000th person who says, "Yeah, I'm trying to get to 2,000." Nobody cares. No, literally nobody cares. Okay, what if I did? Okay. Wait, what? Wait, I lost Reaper. Where did? Oh, Reaper's. Okay. All right. You know what? Screw it. Let's create chaos. Okay, we won. All right, but the lower level gameplay, the main difference you'll find between chess servers personality type. Yeah, that's what I found, and I'm trying. Who have I followed in terms of chess? My friend who no longer, I talked about how she stopped playing, and now she's trying to advocate for guardrails on chess.com, which will never happen. And I hope she understands that. One, it will never happen, and why it will never happen. But she's advocating for that. I'm trying to think. I think she's the only non-titled streamer that I follow, because I follow Chess Network. I followed Danya before he passed away. Ben Feingold. That is it. That's it. And I followed Jobava until I think, and because he likes PUBG. He streamed more PUBG than chess. So I just said no. Um, those were the only ones. Okay, I don't know why there's a Minotaur in the center. So let's just do this. But yeah. And the kind of vibe. Guardrails, yes, yes. So she has. So, so my friend has advocated that if you lose a lot in on chess.com, you should be prevented from continuing to play the game on the site, which I think is the absolute stupidest thing. I mean, I, I just don't understand. It makes, not to say it makes zero sense, but it. Oh my goodness! I just realized this Minotaur. Okay, now I understand. Okay, now I understand what's going on. Yeah, she has said that. Let's say I think I forgot what. I'll have to look. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna look after this game. I'm actually gonna look it up because I thought the first of all the idea was nuts, but at the same time the I mean, the core of the idea is nuts. But then when you read into more of what she was trying to actually propose, it's like no way. There is zero chance that is happening. And I hope. I mean, that's what the thing is. I hope she understands because there's no way this is. There is, yeah. There's none chance. Like forget it. Okay, I'm not gonna take the bump. Oh, they're gonna. Okay, they're gonna use Reaper Super. Oh, they don't. Okay. All right. Let me go look this up here. It should be the player's choice. I totally agree. Uh, and she did this thing. She did this thing where she also played to 2000 rating on chess.com. Okay, so let me. Okay, all right. So this is what she said. She has said, I would like to automatically generate a message when a player loses 100 points of elo within one session of playing. There's no way. Okay, that was one idea that she mentioned. So like if let's say, yeah, I mean, can you imagine Supercell doing this? This would be it just be nuts. Okay, or X amount of elo within a day. So it's not just 100 points of elo, because in most cases, if you don't, I mean, if you just play the random rating, at most you're probably going to get like 10 or 11. So it's like 10 losses in a row, I guess. But at the same time, if you're higher rated and you try to play, you end up with potatoes and you don't, and you draw, you're still going to lose points. So that doesn't work either, you know. Oh, time limit. Option to temporarily freeze account. Oh my gosh, there's no way. When this option is activated, then the user's account will automatically freeze when they played over a designated amount of hours in a day. Oh my gosh, there's like, yeah. And like, I'm not done yet. There's more. There's a big paragraph here. Yeah. Yeah, there's no. There should also be warning messages, even if this option is not activated, to let the users know they've been playing over 6 hours nonstop. Now, backstory to that. She has mentioned it. She mentioned it, I think, early in one of her videos. During the pandemic, I think early pandemic, she broke up with someone. And to get over it, she was playing chess non-stop. I mean, she was doing like late night work. I mean, just non-stop sessions. Never left the house, never showered, never nothing. And she just did, because because that was her means of getting over her breakup. And I get what she was saying, because she's channeling that experience, that personal experience, into what ended up being another session where she tilted, and this is what happened. Okay, I'll use Petra. Let's do that. She's using that as a means to say, okay, because I experienced this, therefore there's got to be somebody else out there who, okay, I mean, to Overwatch? Okay, hold on. That means there's somebody else out there who has experienced this as well. And therefore, chess.com should absolutely put this in. Without realizing that chess.com doesn't own chess. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's the obvious. If one store tells you no, just go to another store. You can go to Lee Chess. You can go to Shredder Chess. You can go to 365 Chess. You can go to, I mean, you can walk down the street and just say, hey, you, we're going to play a game, E4. And, you don't even have a board. You're just saying E4. Feels like Big Brother for, oh, hell yes. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. More rigorous. Okay, so this is the thing. There's more rigorous weeding out of toxic. Okay. The thing about that is, chess.com allows you to hide. What do you call it? To disable chat, which I do. Any game that I play on chess.com is chat's disabled. It's like a form of Zen mode, so you don't know the other person's rating and they can't talk to you. All you do is play the game, which is what I have set up. Because I just want to focus on the game. I don't care. I do not care what. I don't want to talk to my opponent. I don't want to whatever. The only thing that my opponent should notify me is if they want to draw. That's it. Don't bother me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you in chat. That's yeah. And then she ends it. Chess is a video game. However, the online gamification of it, there's no online gamification of it. No, has led to assuming many characters with gambling. There's no form of gambling. I don't know what the hell she's thinking of. Yeah. This is drawn out of personal experience, and I think that's why she is trying to advocate it. This is why she said she didn't, she's stopping, because I mean, when I stopped playing Clash Royale for 6 months, I completely turned off the game. I didn't watch anything. I didn't want to be reminded of the game. I just said, I'm done. I am completely done. This is late 2020, 21. I still have the video up. It's still up on the channel. But I said, I'm done. It is too much for me. This was right before Mother Witch came out. And I said, I'm done. And I started playing other games. I focused on chess more. I played AFK Arena. I've talked about this plenty. But just because I had that feeling of burnout and inexperience and losing a bunch doesn't mean that I need to take it out on everybody else. I don't believe that. Not a UBU type of thing, but just more of, my problem is my problem, and I don't need to say, oh, okay, well, if I have a problem with Clash Royale, that means 100,000 other people are having a problem with Clash Royale. There's no. No. And therefore we need to fix it. No. That is not the case at all. So yeah. I'm way too libertarian for the mindset. Yeah, if I were to say, and this is something I learned. I mean, not learned, but I've really gotten into understanding main character syndrome more over the last few months, over the last year. I would even say she has a higher form of main character syndrome than most people that I know. And there are moments where you see it and it's super obvious. And this is one of those moments here. Yeah, and that's what I would say. I just, I mean, because when I read that and I saw I saw a little bit of a video. I didn't watch the whole thing because I just said there's no way, dude. There is zero chance. And I just kept thinking, man, imagine if Supercell did this for Clash Royale. That they said, all right, you lost, was it 20? Okay. You lost 25 games in a row or 20 games in a row. Yeah, you're done, buddy. You imagine them telling, and okay, yeah, I would say the obvious thing, and I didn't even bring this up. I haven't brought this up yet, but can you imagine them telling FX Pro, who's the number one FX Pro has the most amount of games played in Clash Royale. I think he averages about, I think it's 130 games a day or something like that. It is absurd how many games FX Pro plays. Can you imagine telling him, no, you lost 10 games in a row, buddy, and you've played over 100 games. No, we're blocking your account for no. There's just no way. And there's actually a guy on Lee Chess. His name is German11. I'm gonna see if I can. This guy is absolutely insane. Okay, I'll post this in chat here. Oh shoot, are we in trouble? Yeah, we're actually in trouble. Oh, freak me. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for the fold. All right. Can you imagine, him? Because this German11 guy has the most games on Lee Chess. This is his account right here. He has played, since 2012, he has played 729,000 games on Lee Chess. Okay, let's do some math here. 365 times 13. 4745. Okay. If let's just say, we'll estimate to 15 years. All right. 729. I think that's what it was. 150 games a day. 150 games a day. You tell that guy, and he's, I think somebody found out that he is living off a trust fund, so he can just chill all day, and he just loves playing. And you tell him, and the other thing too, because the funny thing is, I use his games as a means to practice, because since he loses, he loses a lot. Let's just say that he loses a lot. So there's a lot of guess the correct move that you can just run off. You can watch his game and just say, oh, okay, the move should have been this. But imagine Lee Chess saying, man, you've lost 30 games in a row. Let's take a break, buddy. No, like, you want to play? Play. No. I just think it's crazy to say that, we gotta have guardrails put in place, because if somebody says, oh yeah, chess.com blocked me because I lost 10 games in a row, see you on Lee Chess in 20 minutes. Yeah. How is this rating that low with that much experience? He plays a lot of 3-minute tournaments, So, uh, so he plays a lot of 3-minute tournaments, and I mean blitz tournaments, blitz games. You just, I mean, it's way different than longer games and tournament standard. It's just different. Like, because I remember there was a kid who asked me on Saturday when I went to the tournament. He's like, "Do you play on Chess Comma?" I'm like, "No." I mean, like I do, but barely, man. Like I use it as practice. I don't even care. Uh, and he's like, "Yeah, I got to 2000. I'm just blitz. I'm just trying to be good, man." I'm like, "Yeah, blitz is whatever." But yeah, that's the thing. It's just because you play so many hundred thousands of games doesn't mean you're great. It just means you've played so many games, and that's really the end point about it. Okay, I wonder. Oh, actually, I can't. Okay. Okay. I'll just get another turret. Okay, we're just gonna have to survive this part. Okay. Yeah, I love Blitz. It's a completely different. Yeah, it's just you don't even think. That's why when people say, "Oh yeah, I mean, I can go to tournament." No, you cannot, because there is a difference between like tournament level chess and playing at home with the music that you want to play, and and being in your own comfort zone versus absolutely looking somebody dead in the eye 2 feet in front of you as you're playing a tournament game. Like it is a completely different environment. And yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah. So I say to everybody who says, "Oh yeah, I could do well in tournament chess." I mean, you could, but just know it's way different. So let's see. I'll probably play a few more here, but yeah, that was the crazy thing that she mentioned. And the thing is, the the thing is, a lot of people agree with her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all are missing the whole point. Y'all miss the whole point. It's not. You're hoping you have a problem and you don't want to address it, and you're hoping somebody else addresses it for you. I mean, she's a cool person, but it's one of those. In theory, it sounds like a cool idea, but it's just not a cool idea at all. It's just not going to work. And at the same time, this was the other part of the whole guardrail thing that I thought, that was really dumb, because I didn't even mention this. Are we saying that everybody is subject to guardrails? Because let's say you're a titled player and you lose 10 games in a row. Should I block your account? I mean, you are a GM. There are less than 2,000 of you in the world who are at the level that you are, and you lost 10 games in a row, and therefore the top chess website says, "No, you're going to keep losing. Just take a break. Take a break for the day." The absurdity is just, when you think of it in that sense, you say, okay, so we're gonna just not allow. We're gonna have it to everybody who loses a certain amount of games in a row will be subject to a timeout, or you're done for the day. Do you know how many title players would leave the site immediately? That's the crazy thing. And then, but because that's when you say, "Oh, but if they're a title player," and the moment that is even brought up, that's when you say, Okay, so now we're playing favorites. So if you're a title player, you're basically, what do you call it? You're exempt. Um, what if you're on the brink of being a FIDE master? Are you? I mean, do we? How far do we go down before we say, okay, yeah, we have to put the guardrails in? See, that's the whole other thing. Playing favoritism. It's just, yeah. It really is way different. During COVID, when I was a junior in high school, I won a chess tournament hosted online with the students at Texas A&M. Oh, okay, yeah. So you were at the. Oh, okay, because that's where Judith Polgar was, I think, teaching. Yeah, like I was hoping last year when I went to a tournament. I went to a tournament in Houston, but a lot of people were saying like, "Hey, if you go to Lubbock, because that's where what the Polgar sisters are teaching, and they just have a really good program there." I did see a lot of people from Lubbock when I did go to Houston to compete. That was fun, and maybe I'll be able to make it back there. I mean, it won't be this year because I'm spending my money on another big tournament. But yeah, I hope to go back. But when I played tournaments in person, I cannot even compare how well I did to. Yeah. It's just so different because it's you see the person. You have that's the thing too. You just see the person, and you're just like, oh fuck me. I have to play. I have to play a 6-year-old kid. Now I have lost to 6-year-old kids. Like, this is the thing that every adult asks me who kind of doesn't know about the chess scene. They're just like, are there always kids? Yes. Have you lost a kid? Yes, absolutely. I lost to a 6-year-old kid. And that was not fun, but lesson learned. Oh no. Okay, so I'll just use Reaper. Oh shoot, I didn't. Okay, because Izzy was down here, so let's go here. Okay, let's do that. Okay. But yeah, the tournament experience, and now for me, I say it's not. It wasn't a shock because I've been to a bunch of different competitions for many different things. You know, I've been on stage at Evo, even though it wasn't like a main game. I've been on stage at Evo. I've done. Oh my gosh, what the heck? All right. Been on stage for Melee tournaments, DDR tournaments, Brawl tournaments. Trying to think. They had this big. I remember this is like 2003. It's 2003. No, this is 2004. So the Tech Museum at San Jose was hosting a DDR tournament because they were trying to get kids involved into this new exhibit they were doing, and they created this big stage for games, and they just said, "Well, we'll just put DDR there." And so I was like, "Okay, well, I'll go." It turned out that nobody went, or nobody like prominent went in the DDR community because I guess nobody heard it. Somehow I found out about the poster. I saw the poster and I'm like, oh, I'll just go. It's a tech museum. And it's just this big stage. It had a DDR machine and they're like, okay, here's the competition. And then somehow I got through it and barely survived to win the tournament. Ended up getting a Corsair. No, it's a Corsair. It was HP keyboard wireless and it was like a microphone headset. That was the prize. It wasn't even cash. It was just it's a keyboard and a headset. Congratulations. It's 2000. It's 2004. So like no cell phone. I mean, not that no cell phones, but anything like that. That was a really crazy tournament, though. I should not have won the last game. I was in a lose position clutch with a crazy Greek gift. Greek gifts are so good. Actually, I wonder if I could show this. I don't know if Leech Chess is one way or the other. Okay, if it's not... Okay, I'm going to play one more game. I had a Greek gift. And you know what? Screw it. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can... leeches. Okay. If it can turn around... Oh, it can't. Oh, man. Okay. And see, all these Stockfish games, these are when I'm playing blindfold. But, okay, actually... Okay, so let me see. Let me see if the game is in the system here. I'll show this. Okay, I have to go to all of my games here. This was crazy. Oh, it's not in here. Oh, it is in here. Okay. So this was nuts. This was the game I lost. I was black here. I wonder if I could switch. Okay, so I was black here. Here. And he does this, and I'm just like, what the hell? So I was like, okay, please give me the bishop. And then the problem is I spent 8 minutes on this move, which was so dumb. This is why I lost, because I spent 8 minutes here. So we trade here. I already looked at this. And so I'm thinking, okay, if I get the queen up, then we're good. So he takes, and I'm just like, okay, let me at least prevent any BS. Here, he does this, and I'm just like, oh, okay, hold on here. I'm going to block your bishop, and then I'm going to go in and just take it back. So the idea was already going to be g4. If you take, then I just win it. But this will allow me to do a Greek gift, so if I do this, and then he played f3, but you never play f3. So I went here, and I'm like, okay, go ahead and take it. I'll just win. I'm gonna win back your bishop. He didn't take, and I'm like, oh snaps! And then this is where the game went nuts, because now it's a matter of, okay, if I take, he's gonna have a happy birthday check, and then I have to figure out what to do. But if he does anything else, then I'm going to be able to open him up. Actually, it's game over if he doesn't play g3. So he did, and then this is where things went crazy. So he does all of this. Now remember, he gave up the queen on c2, because if he has to get back to the second rank or he loses. So he has to keep checking me or he has to checkmate me. From this point forward, this is a crazy thing. So he has to either get back to the second rank or checkmate me. And somehow I just got here and I'm like, okay, he's out of checks. So I'm like here and I'm like, oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to be up a rook. Thank goodness. Here, and then the problem was I think at this point I had a minute and a half left, and he had 35 minutes. So I'm just like, well, fuck. Screw me. And then all of a sudden, yeah, this was the last move, and I ran out of time. So, yeah, that Greek gift was so fun because I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you can go have it, buddy, because I'm going to get a pawn, and I'm going to go get your bishop. And then he's like, no, I actually don't. So I'm thinking, okay, well, let's see. let's see what's gonna happen. And it's just a crazy game. That was a winnable game. I'm just, but yeah, I love it when a Greek gift works, because then you just feel so good about an idea that you think it's like a 50-50. Now, that one I knew it was going to work, because if he took, then I just went back his bishop, and then we just played the game from there. It was when he didn't take that I was like, oh, okay, all right, you're going to play this. Then I just said, I can bring the queen up. You can't do anything for a while. And then he basically had to checkmate me for how many other moves, or else he was going to lose. Or he had to get back to the second rank. By some miracle. But yeah, that was a crazy game. I love I love chaotic games. I am so a fan of of just setting the board on fire. There's a great book by that features Alexei Shirov called Fire on Board, and it's just him being an absolute maniac. And he did get taught by Michal Tal. So a lot of his ideas come from what Tal did on the board, and he still does it today. I mean, he still plays like not like a madman, but at some point he's setting the kindling, and then he has the match, and he's just saying, "Oh, it's time to light this baby out." And then he does, and then it's just, yeah. And yeah, I had talked to a couple of others during this tournament this past week. Like, yeah, man, you want to play boring? Come on. I know people. I know kids want to play boring because they don't want to lose, and they don't want to disappoint their parents. And I told them I was like that too, because if I was playing today, my dad my dad would be like, "Why the hell are you losing?" And he did do that. He did do that when I was younger. Like, you can't put. He would be very strict on us in terms of playing sports and all that. So yeah. So there's that thing of very low risk type of play, but I'm just like, what? Who is it? Mark Esserman. It's just so fun to watch, just because it's he doesn't care. He's like, give 2 pawns up, develop fast, and good luck to you. He'll go for it. In that tournament, I know Kufa is going to work, but my only option otherwise it's just going to. Oh yeah. Sometimes you just have to, and that is creating fire on the board, where you're just saying, you know what, I just have to do this, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we'll just review the game and understand where I lost before that point. But sometimes you're just like, it just rattles your opponent so much that they're just like, wait, did they see something that I didn't? And in their head, they are going crazy in their head, because they're thinking, well, that means they gave the bishop, which means they're going to bring the knight, which means they're going to bring the queen, and then it's a mate in 4. Those types. It's just that. I mean, you just create this doubt in their head. Now the good players will snuff it out immediately. They'll just be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is actually BS. So I'll take the gambit, but when you find somebody who doesn't, and they're just confused, and it's like, oh boy, we're in for one. Yeah, and that's why I told, it's kind of like my de facto coach. I was telling her, I just said, this year, no boring games. I don't want to play a boring game. I'm going to attack people. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to not kill, but more of, I'm just going to, I'm not going to wait 30 moves before somebody blunders their knight out of nowhere. It's funny because there's this guy. His name is Pegasus Chess. He got added for cheating. But when he was running his coaching sessions, he would just say, "Oh, you don't have to do anything. You just wait for them to blunder, and then that's it." I'm like, "Yeah, good luck, buddy. That strategy never works." Yeah. But that was one of the things that. Oh, okay. Let's see. Actually, let's just go here. Yeah. Actually, this is probably gonna be the last game of the night. Yeah, because I have to work on my database before I go to bed, and I gotta watch this. But yeah, that was okay. We're not ending on a loss. We are not ending on a loss. Okay, yeah, we're not ending on a loss, but yeah. Such a boring way to play, too. Yeah, that was the thing when I started playing chess. This is 2019. That was the advice that was given to me. It not play boring, but All you have to do, because they would, a lot of people said, okay, do you have a full-time job? Yes. Are you old? Yes. Then do this. You play D4. Doesn't matter what they do. You play Bishop F4. Doesn't matter what they do. You play E3. Doesn't matter what they do. You play Knight F3. You basically play the London system, and you just wait. And it's zero effort, zero thought into what, and you just wait for them to make a mistake. I'm like, okay. And then I realized that, oh, okay, this is actually it's actually probably not. I mean, it got me wins, but it didn't teach me that that's not my style. That's not what I want to do. I'd rather go in and attack. You know, I'll play F4 on move 2. I'll do. Oh my gosh. Okay, I could have waited on it, but that's okay. I'll play F4 on move 2. I'll just go crazy. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't learned the Sicilian, and every time I've tried to play the Sicilian, I've just gotten absolutely burned. So I just said nope. I'll play the King's Indian Defense or the Black Lion, and then I'll figure out a way to open the game up. That's it. I'm not even going to try to do anything else because every time I played Sicilian, I've been burned. So I'll just figure out I'll study the Sicilian later, but for now I'm just going to play King's Indian because the other thing too is there are a lot of I think I might have mentioned this before, but Danya had a lot of King's Indian. He had a lot of King's Indian games because that was one of his favorite. Oh, dang it. Okay. That was one of his favorite openings for Black and White, and he would just get insane positions where he was just he was able to just run over his opponent and then get into a tactical spot where it's basically that was it. Okay, I think I got everybody. Yep. Okay. All right. But going back to the whole beginning of this is, if I were to do chess streaming or chess YouTube, I want it to be focused on something else, not just be another person trying to get to 2,000 rating. And so I'm going to be working on blindfold videos, or at least doing some blindfold studies. That's why I have the channel set up. Okay, chess has nothing to do with BUMP Superbrawl, but we're done. And yeah, that at least I'm going out on a win. I might as well just do it that way. This was a fun game, and I don't know if anybody could just maybe some company out there can take this idea and try again, because that's what always happens in gaming. You just take an old idea and update it for the current genre. So yeah, BUMP Superbrawl was a good game. I thought it was fun. If you didn't know, now the pass is gems, but it was I think it was $8.99. I don't think anything's going to be available in the shop. Yeah, it's all gems. You used to have to pay money for all of these. Yeah, these are. It's all of these are. Yeah. See, and they also had a content creator program, but there was nobody who had a content creator code. That was the thing, and I think the thing about it is that it was any Ubisoft game. So if I put Jinxie in this, I wonder if I could put Jinxie in there. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. Because I think if I remember correctly, it was any Ubisoft game, you could put a person's creator code and they would count. But there was nobody who focused on this game and had a creator code, which I thought was weird. And Ubisoft never promoted. They never said like, "Hey, if you play this game, we'll work you toward getting a creator." It's not like the creator program for Supercell, but yeah. I think they failed to advertise it because it's a pretty cool game. They advertised it for a little bit and then they just stopped. I think if I remember correctly, it wasn't all of Ubisoft or like main Ubisoft. I think it was one of the, I guess the not offshoot, but you know how they have Ubisoft Montreal, France, US. I think it was one of the main companies or main regions that was promoting this game, and then that just never worked, and then they stopped promoting. But yeah, although I don't put it all on Ubisoft. The game just didn't get enough traction as it was, and this is why I tell people that be very fortunate, be very glad, be very fortunate that there are games that have lasted as long as they have. This game lasted a couple years, or a year and change. And that's pretty much probably the average lifespan of a mobile game that's trying to make it. So yeah. So for other games that have lasted 10 years, I mean, that are going through hard times, or people being toxic, whatever, we just need to take a step back and say, be glad that game is still alive, because games like this that are really fun to play are now going to be gone. And we won't know how much fun we had until we look back. And should I have played more Bump Superbrawl? I mean, it was a fun game, and part of me kind of regrets it, but at the same time, I know that there's not a big player base, and yeah. So that's Bump Superbrawl for you. We'll be back with some more streaming tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. You won't see this game anymore, but you will see other games on the channel. So if you're interested in that, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I will see you all for the next stream.